Laramie is surprising. You might come to visit thinking that this is a Wild West town, but we have redefined ourselves. It may not look like your typical Wild West downtown out of a movie scene, but we're so much more than that.
We're a railroad town. My family came here to build a railroad, but part of my family also came to work as a cowboy. The ranching culture and the cowboy culture, it's not something we do just to attract tourists. It's a real culture around here. There were a lot less people here when I was growing up. There's a lot more opportunity here than there ever has been, really. It wasn't as vibrant, it wasn't as beautiful, it wasn't as much art. That makes you feel at home, even if you're just visiting.
Laramie has always been like our shiny example of a Main Street community. They have been a Main Street community as long as Wyoming Main Street has been around, which is since about 2004, 2005.
The success of the Main Street model is all about relationships, and it's meeting people where they're at, listening to their story, and then pulling all of those pieces, the historic preservation, the design, the economic vitality, into a resource model to help support our entrepreneurs. But at the end of the day, it is about getting people to buy into a shared vision. The biggest thing that Laramie Main Street has overcome, and the thing that I'm most proud about, is that you had pockets of interest in the downtown spread out all over the community. And I just saw that they weren't really talking to each other and they weren't working together. And for somebody who loves collaboration, I thought, well, this is the thing that I can do, is help match up these passions and these interests and sort of map it out, and really understanding, like, how do we get us all in the room together to row in the same direction?
So great. They court new businesses for the downtown. They deal with the property management and help advertise that. I mean, it's a really strong organization.
Yeah, I mean, you can see our downtown's full.
People want to live in a vibrant, dynamic place. And when you add things like murals in a public space or in general public art, I think you build in part of the story of your community in like a really public-facing way.
They work pretty closely with the University of Wyoming to bring students downtown, and that provides the opportunity for someone walking from restaurant to restaurant for them to notice a bike on the bike racks that we have and say, hey, I should get a bike. I'm going to go talk to these guys.
Downtown Laramie has always been fortunate to have a great food scene, but that was always in the form of lunch or restaurant. We saw a need for a grocery store that carried locally made produce. And so for us to be able to have a partnership with the city, apply for a Wyoming Business Council grant, and have our grocery store as our committed tenant and help them grow, had such a huge ripple effect for our communities. And so we've taken that very top floor above our grocery store and are under construction now to create apartments. The next phase is downtown living.
Main Street has certainly earned the respect of the city and their sort of place within our economic development structure. I think the most exciting part of the future for Laramie and for our downtown is that we're going to have to start expanding our downtown. With that comes more opportunity and more spaces for people to do cool new things.
I feel like I'm extremely lucky because I was able to grow up here, and as a person who owns a business, I feel this connection has been made possible because of the opportunities I was provided downtown. And the reason it's still here in part is because of Main Street Alliance. They help bring people to us to introduce us and make sure that they know they can be part of this family too.
And so it's just this really beautiful juxtaposition of both this Western history, but then this modern reinterpretation of what it means to live in the Rocky Mountain West.